So last time we have seen okay. So if I have some on-premises, okay, if I have some on-premises MySQL database, I wanted to migrate everything to the cloud, cloud SQL MySQL instance. Okay, so let's try to focus on today with the help of the automated method, that is with the help of the DMS service. Okay, so last time we have seen manually how we can able to migrate the data from the on-premises MySQL database to the cloud SQL MySQL. Okay, today we will focus on DMS process, how we can able to do it. For that, let me set up my so this is my source. I have the source which is hosted on my Linux virtual machine. First, let me open my MySQL workbench. Let me try to connect it to it. Okay. In my source, I have this many details. Okay. At my source, I have the source DB tables, customers, all of these things. So I wanted to migrate this from MySQL on-premises to the Cloud SQL via DMS process. Okay. So for that one, let me go to Cloud SQL. So last time we have created an instance and we migrated. Today we are going to use DMS service. For that one, we click on this particular option, that is migrate data. Click on it. Okay. Once you click on the migrate data option, you are able to see this option. Okay. Now click on migration job. We are going to create a migration job. Okay. So now we provide a name for that. That is data migration 1. Okay. So I have given a data migration 1. So what is my source database engine? We can select these many engines, guys. MySQL, PostgreSQL, Oracle, SQL Server, all of those things we can select. I am selecting MySQL. Okay. You can select your destination region as this one. Automatically, whenever you select MySQL, it has selected Cloud SQL, MySQL as the database engine. If you if you select Oracle, it is directly going to the PostgreSQL. If you select PostgreSQL, you can select anything like Cloud SQL, PostgreSQL. So, according to your database engine, it has given a template kind of a method where you can able to select only that thing. Okay. So MySQL to the MySQL only we are going to do now. Once you have selected that option, you can see here the migration job type. One is continuous, one more is one time. Continuous means continuously both the source as well as destination will be in the sync. Whatever the changes happening at the source, it will be reflected at the destination. But in one time, it will only be migrating all the data at that point of time. Whatever the data that is there in the source, that will be migrated to the destination. Okay, so whatever the changes happening, right, that will not be reflected over the destination. Okay, it is one time movement, one time migrating the data. Continuous means continuously the data migration will happen. Okay, so for now I'm going to select the continuous method. Yes, and once we have selected that, we can save and continue. So all the options I have selected for the source database engine, destination database engine, and the migration type. Now we have to define our source. Okay, to define the source, we need to have a connection profile. Okay, so let me define a connection profile as well. My connection profile is my source database engine is MySQL. My connection profile name I'm going to give as MySQL connection profile. Okay, I have given MySQL connection profile. One is my profile name. After that, we have to provide IP address, port number, all of those things. The IP address is hosted on top of the virtual machine only. The external IP address is my database IP address. Okay. Username is my user. Password is my pass. Okay. So I have provided the host IP address, host port number, host username, and host password. All the source connections are I have provided here. Okay. Once you have provided these details, you calling this as a connection profile and you create it. Click on create it. Okay, so you are using the same connection profile here. Okay, you can see here as well. All of these details we only provided. Okay, region, host name, port number, username. Okay, once you have selected all of these things, you can save and continue. Okay, once the source connections are defined properly, let us try to create a destination. Okay, so the destination is going to be destination instance ID. We are going to create an entirely new instance, guys, for this one. So the instance name is I'm gonna say destination MySQL. Okay, the password I'm giving 12345. Version I'm selecting the same thing. These things I'm not changing it. For now, I am adding the network now itself. Allowing all networks. I'm allowing all the networks. And let me select one CPU 3.75 GB. 10 GB is enough. Okay, so I am trying to create an entirely new destination for me. Okay, we cannot use the existing connection, so we are going to create a new instance itself. Provided the details, SSD 10 GB. Click on create. The creation takes like 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, Let us wait until we will try to define the connectivity method. So the connectivity method is something which establish a connection between the source as well as destination. How do you want it to be? Do you want that connection to be via IP or the via SSH tunnel or via virtual private connectivity? I'm going to via IP address. Okay, so let's wait for few time. Once the destination is created, until then we cannot proceed further. Let us wait. Meanwhile, if you guys have any questions, you can ask. You can migrate it, but the DMS will not allow you. So DMS is only a template kind of a method where you are going to just provide the parameters required for the template. Like a pipeline is created where it is only allowing you to do MySQL to MySQL. If you wanted to do it, you may have to go to other ETL tools, other third-party tools. Yes. So our destination is created, and we have also connectivity method also created. So let me save and continue. So once you have selected all the information, that means like source connection details as well as destination details and the connectivity method. So once you have, you can able to just look at here whether for the summary of the details, you will be able to see it here. Once you have provided all the details, you can test your migration job. So before creating it, you can test it. So let me click on test migration job. Okay, you see here, our test run was complete and it was saying that the migration job test was successful. That means there were no errors at the source connection, there were no at the destination connection, there is no errors for establishing a connection between the source and destination. Okay, so once you are able to see this message, click on create job. Okay, instead of click on creating job, you can create and start the job also. I'm creating and starting at the same time. Okay, migration job was started successfully. And if I go, so you can see here, this is your migration job and this is your database. Okay, so if you wanted to connect it to this database, okay, to connect it to this database. So last time I did not tell you how to create a user, right? If you wanted to create a user, you click on users. If you want, okay, it's getting updated. Okay, so we cannot do that. So meanwhile, let us try to connect it to this database. We have a root user already. Okay, let me copy it. So even during this instance being updated, we cannot do any changes. Let's wait for some time. Okay, let's try it out if you want. Okay, if you wanted to establish a connection, sorry, click on place, provide the IP address, and you can just say migration and test the success, test connection. Failure to connect to it. Password is 12345. We can test the connection one more time. Because the instance is getting updated, so that's the reason it will not allow any connections. You can see here. Operations in progress. This may take a few minutes. While this operation running, you may continue to view information about the instance. You can only view information about the instance, but you cannot do any changes. Okay, so let's wait for like 3 minutes. Until then, it will be completed. Yes, I think now it's allowing. You can able to see here. Okay, now the connection is successful. You click on OK and click on this migration. Okay, so earlier when the instance is created, it was new instance. Now you see the instance comes up with source DB. All the tables that I have there in the Linux virtual machine, all of those things I have it here. Okay, let me do one change. Okay, for example, let me delete this sample table, or let me try to add some. Asking. Okay, so let us try to add a few more records here. For example, for customers, so the number of records are okay. So we have successfully migrated all the things. Okay. You can able to see here whatever the changes that is there, right? So those things you will be able to see at the destination also now. Because with the help of the DMS service, we provided the connection details, we provided the destination details, we established a connection through IP address. So now the connection established, we able to migrate the entire data from the on-premises to the MySQL. Okay. Now what I'm trying to do, so even here also you can able to see. You have 10 records. Here also you have 10 records. Let me try updating, inserting few more records here. Okay. Insert into. Insert into customers values. Okay. So I wanted to insert the data into them. So ID is an auto incremental ID. Name, email, age. Name I wanted to add Lakshman. Email is lak@gmail.com, and age is someone. Okay, that into value something wrong. And one more record I wanted to add. So okay, I have added two records. I'm planning to add two records and source. Okay, so you can think of like due to the application, the source has updated. Okay, so now I'm going to run this one. So two records added, and if you try to see at the source, why it is taking this much? The option is not. But anyway, it was reflected at the source, right? If you run it, you will be able to see those two records also reflected the destination as well. My internet connection is little slow today. Okay, you can see here. This is my migration job. You can see here migration job. These are also updated. That means continuously. Whatever the changes happening at the source, whatever the changes happening at the source, it will be continuously connected. So this is how it works. Okay. This is what is happening. This is how the continuous works. If it is a one time, right? So what are the changes that you are doing, right? It will not be reflected over the destination. So this is the difference between the continuous migration as well as one time migration. Okay. With this one, you will be able to now do a data migration from the on-premises to the cloud SQL via DMS process without manually doing anything. You just have to provide the profile corrections. Once you establish a connections, mention the connectivity method. That's it. You will be able to migrate the entire data from the source to the destination. Okay. Yeah. Any questions? Correct. Correct. Try doing it one time and see whether if you are able to see the changes or not. Okay. Any questions? Good. Anyone have any other questions, guys? Not like that. Not like that. It can the source can be anywhere. The source can be anywhere. Okay. No, the IP that I have, why I have selected is that even though you can see here, the migration job that I am doing is in the demo DevOps project, but that account was entirely different. You can see here. It was my previous account, GCP4, and this account is my GCP5. Okay, so you can think of like this, like whatever source, wherever your source is, If you have a proper access to that source, you will be able to connect it to it. You can have your source at anywhere, whether it is on premises, whether it is hosted on the virtual machine, with our Azure, wherever it is, you can able to establish a connection to your source. Okay. Yeah. For today, guys, I'm not going further with this one. So I told you how the migration process works, right? So try it out, try to achieve it, try to achieve the same thing, and tomorrow we will start a new topic. Okay. Yeah. This is it for today. We will see rest of the things tomorrow. Okay, I'm gonna delete it. Okay, guys, this is it for today. We will meet tomorrow at the same time for the rest of the things.